Hi, we are live from Station F. So this is the monthly Facebook Live and actually now Instagram as well. So you guys can follow us on both Instagram and Facebook Live every month. We will give you a recap of what's been happening the previous month at Station F and what's coming up. So let's kick it off with a number of deadlines. We're recruiting for quite a few programs at the moment. So I'm going to start with two that probably a lot of you have heard about already. We have the Founders Program, which is our core program at Station F for early stage startups. We have a super tight selection for this program, so about 6% of startups that apply make it in. You guys can apply until September 30th online, stationf.co. You guys should check out the applications, relatively straightforward and simple. We are looking for a demo, so make sure to include that in your application. And you should know by December if you've made the cut to join us in January. So those are people who are interested in the Founders Program. We have another program that's very key to Station F, the Fighters Program, that's actually recruiting as well. So if you guys are interested in applying to the Fighters Program, you remember that's our program for underprivileged entrepreneurs. You can apply until October 15th, also online at stationf.co. Application is a little bit different. We're looking for people to really tell us what kind of struggles they've had, what makes them a fighter. So that's really why these two programs are different. But if you're not sure which program is right for you, can you apply to both? Or should you just be applying to one? Check out our blog. We actually did a dedicated post to should you be a fighter, should you be a founder? So people should be applying to both of those programs, and you should know for both of them by December to join us in January. But those are not the only programs that are recruiting at the moment, actually. We have quite a few programs on campus. I'm just going to break it down with the three other programs that are recruiting at the moment. So we have Chain Accelerator. A lot of you have hopefully heard of this program because it's very, very cool. They are the blockchain program on campus. They are selecting startups through September 14th. Date is coming up, guys. So if you're a blockchain company and you want to come work at Station F, no better program for you. We also have Usine.io that many of you know about that has a program on campus called Focus, dedicated to hardware and industrial startups. There's no specified date or deadline to apply by, but I encourage you guys to do this as quickly as possible. Current batch is focused on retail, and they say yes, they can help with the visas. So if you guys are international companies worried about your visas and things like that, that looks like a pretty good program to apply to. Quite a few of our programs can help you get visas, but this one has really made it very clear that they can help with that. And finally, we have the INSEAD Launchpad that's also accepting applications. Obviously, you have to be an INSEAD alum, but if you're interested in joining us at Station F for that program, you guys should reach out to launchpad@insead.edu to apply. They'll give you all the details there. So that is 5 programs that are currently recruiting on campus, 5 programs that you guys should check out for sure. Now the next topic up is the topic that I love maybe the most after startup programs. It's events. We have a ton of great events as usual happening on campus, but this month we're actually launching a new event format called the Deep Dive. And this is kind of, as the name suggests, a deep dive into a specific topic. Can be product, can be marketing, can be sales, can be anything really. But our first edition is happening tonight on campus with VP of Product from Snap, Peter Sellis. And this event has been sold out actually for weeks, so we're expecting a very high turnout, open to the public, but you should have already reserved your place if you wanted to come tonight. So that is an event you should not miss, kicking off at 6 p.m. We also have, as every month, a couple of Ask Me Anything events. So these are events where we bring in a founder of a relatively well-known company, and you guys can literally ask them anything, open to the public as well. So we have 2 coming up that you guys should know about. On September 24th, we have the Zendesk CEO and co-founder Mikkel Svein, who will be in Paris, open to the public. I'm going to just highlight that. You guys should all sign up to attend that event, ask all your crazy questions. And finally, we have another one on October 10th with CEO of TomTom, Corinne Vigreux. Very excited to be hosting her as well. Sounds like an intense woman who knows a lot. We also have a number of community events. So we have AWS Dev Day coming up tomorrow, September 11th. All of you people that have questions about AWS, anything that has to do with that platform, you guys should show up. Otherwise, we have the Change Now Summit. This is actually our 2nd year hosting this event. We love it so much. Happening on campus September 28th. And because we had a lot of people asking us about Discover a Startup, it is back. We took a little break over summer holidays. Discover a Startup, for those of you who don't know, happens every Monday on campus in the public passages. We host a couple of our startups in those spaces. They can demo or sell their products. And so you can check out which startups are coming up on our website. All events are on stationf.co/events. So now also some news about some of our startups and just campus in general. We had one of our startups from Dubai that announced funding last month, so that's Sarwa. And they're in the Founders Program. They closed a 1.3 million round. We thought it was a great company to highlight because they are developing a robo-advisor solution. And not a lot of people know what that is, and I think the name doesn't really give it away. So it's actually a product to make investment more accessible and automated. Definitely a great startup to check out. And we love, as you guys know, highlighting companies that come to us from around the world. Actually, 30% of our companies come from overseas. And if you guys are interested in learning a bit more about who they are and why they come here, you should check out our blog to find more details. We've gone over the whole international community at Station F. Before we wrap it up, I want to talk about jobs and hiring. As you guys know, we have a jobs platform, jobs.stationf.co, where we list not only the jobs with my team, and yes, we are hiring if you want to join, but we're also listing jobs with the entire Station F community. Just like to highlight a couple that I always find quite nice. So actually we have some really great internships for anyone out there looking for an internship. We have essentially you can be the assistant to the CEO for quite a few of our companies, including Black Sheep, which is a terrific company, and also Bulldozer, which is a company that has actually participated in Y Combinator. So check out those two jobs or internships. And we also have Sales Square, that is a Italian company hiring country managers or junior country managers. So if that's a job or a role that you're interested in, you actually don't need to be specifically experienced to run Germany, France, Spain, and UK for that company. So check all of our jobs out. We have 226 full-time jobs and 195 internships. So I think you have a pretty good selection to choose from. I'm going to open it up to questions from the audience in a minute, but before I do, I wanted to tell you who you guys see behind me. So this is a rare view. Actually, we're sitting in the space that my team works in. So we're on the second floor of Station F in the share zone. So that's the first part of the building. And actually just behind me across the hall, you can see a look over into La French Tech. So French Tech Central actually has the whole top floor on that side. 10 different players actually sit in their space, not on a permanent basis, but on a rotating basis. So we have people like BPI, URSAF, CNIL, they all come and they hop on campus and they meet with startups. So just wanted to give you guys a secret view into their space. All right, we'll open it up to whatever questions you guys have.
So how can we work at Station F without having a startup?
So if you don't have a startup and you want to come and work on campus, unfortunately there are very limited options because our campus is primarily for startups. But you can, first of all, if you're a VC and you want to join our investor community, we actually have a VC zone on campus. If you are a service provider, unfortunately we don't actually have a dedicated zone for you if you're a freelancer, but there actually are some of these freelancers or different types of kind of service providers that actually end up getting a contract with a few of our startups, and the startups invite them to join the startup space, so that's one option. But if you just want to come hang out on campus, work here, you can work in La Felicita. Surprise, surprise, they have Wi-Fi, great coffee, and you can work out of their space. And Anti-Cafe is also our co-working cafe. You pay $5 an hour, €5 an hour, sorry. And you get all you can eat coffee, Wi-Fi, and snacks. And that's probably a better space if you're looking to work. As you guys know, Felicita is kind of a more fun zone to be in, but it's not necessarily the best zone to work in. So yeah, so those are a couple of your options, but we'll answer any other specific questions you guys have. It's hard to know because we have so many different types of actors that come to campus.
Will you record Peter Sellis' intervention?
Unfortunately, no. A lot of the events that happen on campus are actually not recorded, and that is to really make sure that people can kind of take advantage of really meeting him in person. We think that makes for a much better experience. So unfortunately, no, tonight's event will not be recorded or shared on social networks.
Do you have sports activities scheduled at Station F?
So we have a ton of sports activities at Station F. We have had yoga, we've had, I don't know if you want to count a Nerf battle as a sporting activity, but I think people ran around in all different directions. We've had boot camps, we've had badminton, we've had all kinds of things. So I don't actually know that we have any coming up towards the end of the month, but you guys should check out stationf.co/events and you can find out which sporting events are open to the public. A lot of our sporting events are open just to residents because they fill up very fast, and it's a request that we have predominantly from residents. You guys should also know that we have a huge gymnasium that's opening up just behind campus, hopefully in a few months, so we'll have a lot more health and sports activities around us.
Well, that's
All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. I'll see you next month. Thanks again. This was live from Station F.